demonstrated delivering measurable business impact in the insurance industry. So the finalists for this year are the Agriculture Insurance Company of India, the Assure Start Insurance Agency, and Pure Insurance. And I can tell you I've seen these presentations and I think you're really going to be wowed by what you see. Once you've seen all three presentations, we're going to ask you to weigh in and help us select who the winner of the award is going to be. In your booklets that each one of you have, there is a tear-out sheet, and I believe it's pages 9 and 10. And the sheet can be just torn out at the seam. So we're going to ask you at the end of the presentations to please go ahead and vote for your selection for winner. Then as you exit, because we'll have a break after the presentations, there will be people at the back of the room to pick those up. Your results will be combined with those of the judges, and then the winner will be announced at the luncheon today. So I know, as I say, you're all going to be very wowed by what you're going to see. These three companies have done an awful lot of really great work. So now I want to introduce Paul from the Word Group, and he is going to introduce each one of the insurance companies. Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Ellen. I was so excited about introducing everybody, I lost my voice. So, bear with me. But yeah, the first group that I would like to introduce is the Agriculture Insurance Company of India. I know I'm going to get this wrong, so I apologize ahead of time. Avinanda, Ghosh.
To all my friends from across the world gathered here, my namaskar. I come from the faraway land of India, across the seven seas. I represent AIC as its CIO and the head of technology, and I've brought to you a fairy tale. Annapurna is our technology product, 360-degree web-based integrated IS systems solution project. But it's not merely technology, it's not merely a service delivery mechanism, it's more than that, it's a fairy tale. The word Annapurna literally means the goddess of bounty. And that is what we wish and desire for the farmers, the teeming millions of farmers in the country. India is a land of vast numbers, 1.25 billion population, 138 million farm holdings and farmer families. 86% of them are subsistence farmers. The farmers provide food to our mouths, like a mother to the children. And it is our duty to protect these farmers from the vagaries of monsoon on which they are overly dependent. So AIC does crop insurance as a measure of financial insulation to these farmers of India. So you know now what we do crop insurance, but how much of it do we do? The scale of operations, take a look. In terms of number of farmers, we can say that we insure the population of Australia. In terms of area, we insure Germany. We underwrite risks worth the GDP of Madagascar, and our premium income this year was equal to the annual federal expenses of Guyana. This is our scale. But let's start at the very beginning. Why did we start Annapurna? What was the vision? Why Annapurna at all? We had only 280 of us and insured 24 million. Our manpower and infrastructure are limited because we like to keep down the premium loading on the actuarial pure premium valuation. We are one of the largest repositories of data. 30 years of crop yield statistics in 7-time crops, over 7,000 defined locations in India, twice a year. The weather data, someone out there was talking about weather insurance, 30 years, daily weather data on about 7 or 8 parameters ranging from temperature, rainfall, humidity, wind speed and whatnot. We've got for each and every location in the country. Of course, manual processes cannot cope up, and that's why Annapurna. But there's a very intriguing question which is asked by everyone, and a question which is relevant to the first session's panel discussion. What are we doing really? Are we doing commerce or service? Of course we do business. We rake in more profits, our top line, bottom line increases, it increases our net worth, we can do more business, our baseline gets stronger. But at the same time, we serve the poorest section of the society. So, are we doing business? Or are we doing social service? I leave it to your wisdom and your collective conscience. But Annapurna, challenge is what is important. Every human being is born out of pain. And Annapurna was born out of a crying need. Let's look at the first challenge, the business process challenge. We have a very unique business model for crop insurance. It's like none other. The object of insurance itself doesn't exist. There's no crop when you're taking the insurance coverage. So how do you measure the sum insured? There is no named peril which will trigger the claims. So how do you assess? What we do actually is we set a benchmark, a guarantee, and that will be about 5 years average of yield for that crop in that location. That's the guarantee. And if this year's yield is say 10% less, every farmer in that area growing that crop would be deemed to have suffered a 10% loss. So coverage is individual, claims assessment is collective. The challenge has many faces. There is the agroeconomic challenge. India has 119 agroclimatic zones, each with its different risk factors, all actually evaluated. The product pricing challenge, if you want to make a more individual product, the service cost goes up beyond the affordability of the farmer. The business model challenge I spoke in the last slide. Claims management. All the seasonal crops by and large are harvested at the same time all across the regions. And millions of crop cutting experiments for assessment of the yields are done within a span of say 15 days to a month. It's a gigantic task. Of course, with the help of the government of the country. 280 persons to 24 million farmers. It's a ratio of 1 employee to around 100,000 clients. Is there any equal in the world? God knows. Technology challenge, of course, is the last one. To integrate and to customize technology to leverage this peculiar and unique business model. So what's the solution? We have a 360-degree application stack consisting of 11 applications covering all areas of operations and administration. It's all automated, it's all integrated, it's all geared towards the focus of business operations. And these 11 applications come out of a diverse product stack. You'll find everything there from Oracle to SaaS, some bespoke, Microsoft, but yes, standing on the core solution of TCS Bank's insurance, which has been customized 75% on the basic product to suit our business needs. Our system architecture is the quintessential pyramid, 3-tier, the database, application and presentation tier. Just have a look at that diverse database, voluminous database, our information capital. And that information capital is protected and secured by a 3-layer robust security ring. The host layer, the LAN and network, and finally, the access to the world. So with all this technology and all these